So this past summer, you saw all your friends traveling across Europe at vineyards and beautiful hotels, and all you could think was, I need a vacation like that, but the flights are too expensive. Well, today I have a secret to share with you that will get you on a round-trip flight to Europe by next summer. I know this sounds too good to be true, but it's really not that hard, and I'm going to show you the credit card that you should be using this winter and a step-by-step guide on how to use it to have that flight next summer guaranteed. And no, you don't need to have an insane credit score or be spending thousands a month. This is easily achievable by anyone out there with a few minutes to spare to watch this guide. I'm even going to go one step further at the end and show you how you can do this multiple years in a row. Jumping right into it, if you didn't realize already, we're going to be using credit card points to book this flight. Now, we've got a ton of videos on how points and credit cards work in general, but that's not what this video is about. Definitely go check out those videos afterwards if you want to learn more. The card we're talking about today is the Brim Air France KLM World Elite Mastercard. This card has flown under the radar for quite some time, but just in the past few weeks, they let us know of a few new bonuses that, when used properly, are going to be absolute game changers. Again, I'll be sharing exactly how we can use this credit card optimally at the end of this video, but first I wanted to share with you the 5 main benefits you receive when using the Brim Air France KLM World Elite Mastercard that makes this such a great option. Number 1, you've probably heard of welcome bonuses before. This is when the credit card gives you a bunch of points just for signing up and spending a certain amount. But since its launch in late 2022, this card has not had a welcome bonus at all until now. Right now, new cardholders are able to earn tens of thousands of points just for signing up and meeting a few requirements, and I'll guide you through these in a bit. Number 2, now one of your first thoughts when I introduced this card was probably, why do I want a card for Air France and KLM if I live in Canada? Well, remember the goal here is to get a card that supports your annual trip to Europe, and Air France and KLM have strong coverage in Canada, serving no fewer than 7 cities. Quebec City, Ottawa, Montreal, Toronto, Calgary, Edmonton, and Vancouver. So it's well worth participating in the Air France KLM ecosystem if you're Canadian and want to visit Europe. Now, number 3, why go with Air France and KLM over other European airlines though? Well, Air France and KLM often put on some pretty attractive fares, especially in premium cabins, in the region of $2,000 to $3,000 round trip out of Canada for business class, which is pretty good. Now, along with this, if you end up paying for a flight as a card holder, then you'll actually receive 5 bonus miles for every euro spent on the ticket compared to non-card holders. So say that you spend 3,000 Canadian dollars on that business class fare, that's about 2,000 euros, and as a card holder, you earn a minimum of 9x Flying Blue miles as a return, so that's 18,000 miles right there, which could be enough for another one-way flight in economy class, or potentially even a round trip if there's a promo reward. And speaking of promo rewards, that's one of the best strengths of the Air France KLM Flying Blue program. Every month, there's a series of deals where it costs fewer miles than usual to redeem in a particular market. So for example, at the time of filming this video in November 2023, you can redeem business class flights from Montreal or Edmonton to Europe for 25% off the usual price. And generally, when there's a promo reward, you can fly transatlantic economy class for less than 10,000 miles sometimes, and business class for around 37,500 miles. And very soon, I'll share with you the quickest way to earn those miles to get you on those flights. Now, number 5, let's round up all the other little perks that you get as part of Flying Blue before moving on to our step-by-step guide. And these include a 25% discount for kids under the age of 11 when redeeming points alongside an adult, and the program also allows up to 8 members, 2 adults and 6 children to pool their points into a family account at no charge, making this an amazing card for family vacation. For example, you and your spouse could both sign up for the card and receive double the sign-up bonus and rewards and pull everything together for a single family trip. Now, additionally, this card also helps you make your way up the Flying Blue Elite status ladder by giving you 60 XP upon signing up and another 30 XP after your first anniversary. XP is the currency for earning Flying Blue status, and the initial 60 XP gives you a head start towards achieving Flying Blue Silver status at 100 XP, which gets you priority check-in, baggage drop-off, and boarding perks when flying with Air France or KLM. And lastly, in terms of the card's regular earning rates, you'll earn 1 mile for every dollar spent on regular purchases, 2 miles for every dollar spent at restaurants and bars, and up to 30 miles for every dollar spent at participating merchants in the Brim network. Don't get too excited about this last one though, because we haven't really heard too much about who these merchants are and how many of them will actually get you that 30 mile per dollar return. I think it's going to be pretty few and far between. Okay, so now for the part you've all been waiting for. How do we get that flight to Europe? Well, we've now seen that you can book a one-way flight in business class or a round-trip flight in economy class for as little as 40,000 miles if you stay on top of the Flying Blue promo rewards. So really, our goal here is to earn 40,000 miles as easily and quickly as possible. To do so, let's take a look at this brand new sign-up bonus that Air France and Brim are offering. Step 1, once you sign up and receive your card, you'll receive 10,000 miles upon your first purchase. That already gets you a quarter of the way to our goal of 40,000 miles. Now, step 2, you'll then receive another 10,000 miles when you spend $5,000 in the first year. Unlike other minimum spending requirements out there, you've got a whole year to meet this spending goal, and that's pretty generous. bonus, and say you are hoping to leave for Europe in August of next year, now you would simply need to put $500 per month of your normal spending on this card instead to earn this 10,000 mile bonus. And step 3, you'll earn another bonus of 10,000 miles upon spending a further $10,000 in the first year, so that's a total of $15,000 in the first year in order to get this bonus of 20,000 miles. If you can swing this spend, then you'll end up with 30,000 miles in the bank from the bonuses, plus the miles you'll earn as a result of spending $15,000 alone will allow you to end the year with at least 45,000 miles in your Flying Blue account, which will be enough to get you on that flight to Europe. Now, if you'd like to get some help with a personalized credit card spending strategy, then consider signing up for a one-on-one consultation through our points consulting service at Prince of Travel, where our experts will be able to guide you through the process and help you decide which credit card is the best to spend on based on your lifestyle, your travel goals, and your purchase patterns. Now, I know some of you watching may not want to put $15,000 of spending on your credit card, or you already have another card that you use to collect points, and you'd rather put your spend on that card. And lucky for you, there's one last way to earn an extra set of 30,000 miles, and that's just to wait a little longer and renew the card after a year. Brim and Air France are currently offering 30,000 miles just for renewing your card into the second year, and so if you didn't want to spend any money on the card at all, you just want to get the card and hold it into year 2, that's 2 sets of annual fees of $132, but that'll earn you a total of 10,000 miles at the start and 30,000 miles for renewing for a total of 40,000 miles. That's going to be the slightly slower way to earn these miles because you do have to wait a year to get that last piece of the bonus, but still 40,000 miles is going to be enough to get you to Europe, so it's still going to be worthwhile. But before you go ahead and redeem your miles, keep in mind that you should never do so blindly. The majority of people use twice or even 3 times as many miles as somebody using the right tools and the right sites to find the best deals. Make sure to watch this video next to understand how to get the maximum value out of every mile that you earn, and I'll see you over in that video.